From the first evening breeze of the sea to the sight of shacks setting up again and the familiar chaos of scooters and sunsets, coming to Goa is like coming home to a version of myself I only meet here. Goa season is finally upon us, and if you're like me, the excitement is not just about the beaches, the parties, or the Instagram photos, but so much about diving into the culinary offerings of Goa, from seafood to the ever-loved fish thalis, the complicit glass of chilled beer, the post-party zen smoothie bowls, and so much more. So let's quickly get this vlog rolling as I bring you 7 restaurants from South Goa that you can totally explore or maybe revisit this winter. Most people's favorite, that is Martin's Corner in Betal Batim. Tucked away in Betal Batim, Martin's Corner started as a small family-run place in the late 80s, just a few tables and a whole lot of heart. Today, it's one of the most loved restaurants in Goa. The restaurant has this open, laid-back vibe. There's a mix of rustic and cozy, photos of famous guests on the walls. There's this unspoken comfort here, like being part of a long, cheerful family dinner where everyone's invited. So whether you're a solo traveler, a couple on a quiet evening, or a group celebrating something, the energy wraps around you in the nicest way. The menu is pretty big, but somehow it doesn't feel overwhelming. You'll find everything from traditional Goan dishes like prawn balchao, fish curry rice, to the more indulgent plates like butter garlic prawns. It's buttery, garlicky, slightly smoky, and just perfectly balanced. If you're into meat as well, the pork upsal with poi bread was something we loved too. For dessert, caramel custard arrived first, tasted like something that had been perfected over the decades. Then there's the coconut pudding. It's got the delicate sweetness that reminds you why tropical desserts always hit different. If Martin's Corner is where you go for a big celebratory meal, Spicy is where you go when you just want good food. No frills, no performance, just honest Goan cooking. Getting to the finer details, this place can have a wait of about 10 to 15 minutes, and that doesn't come as a surprise. As you walk in, the aroma hits you first, that unmistakable Goan symphony of spice and sea. Today we are here for some Goan fish thali and beer. That seductive food pair that got us driving for over 13 hours, over 500 kilometers from Bangalore. You've got the steamed rice at the center, surrounded by tiny bowls of salad, sol curry, Goan fish curry, dry prawn kismore, some vegetables, crab masala and chicken zakoti, and 2 crusty rava fried pieces of chonak. If you're not in the mood for thali, spices got plenty more. Their prawn masala fry is perfectly spiced, not too hot but just enough to remind you that you're in Goa. Make sure to reach early at lunchtime because fish thali is only served within the time window of roughly 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. in Goa. You might miss it if you're not looking. It doesn't scream for attention, but once you step inside, you feel like you've just crossed into someone's idea of a perfect evening. Kaliste in Kolva is a colorful and vibrant looking spot. The mural especially draws you in from the moment you first step inside the restaurant. There's a stairway too that guides you to the upper floor of the place, which is just as alluring. Loads of bamboo lamps, lots of quirky artwork, and a whole lot of boho. What I also loved about this place was the way their cocktail menus looked. Circular cards that listed the ingredients and had a drawing of the drink on the other side. We began with their black pork ribs, tender, slow-cooked and full of flavor, alongside some perfectly spiced chicken wings. Together, they struck that perfect balance between sweet cocktails and bold flavors. For the mains, we went with polo risotto, creamy, full of quiet flavor. Wrapped it all up with a golden crackly creme brulee that is the right kind of sweet to end the night. Then we go further down south to the mill in Palolem. I will recommend this place for your breakfast. The mill isn't your typical Goan cafe. It's tucked away behind the main beach road in what used to be quite literally an old rice mill. The owners didn't cover that history up, they built around it. You will see bits of that rustic charm everywhere, the old stone walls, the exposed brick, the high ceilings with fans lazily spinning overhead. The menu is New Zealand inspired, as they say, but that is not why I am here. I've come here twice already because of how nourishing and tasty the smoothies here are. The menu also has a variety of other breakfast options, and they have very recently also added cacao to their menu. For your reference, this is the Beat Bliss smoothie, and it tasted as good as it looks. This one's the cacao smoothie from the next visit, and what else could spell heavenly for me than a combination of chocolate with fruits in my morning pick-me-up. We also ordered a serving of the cacao, and it tasted quite medicinal and interesting. I liked it. The seemingly plain paratha with omelette got us regretting our decision of ordering just one serving of it. Their pastry options is quite splendid too. We tried their carrot cake, and honestly it raised the bar so much for us. A must go when you're in Palolem. The ambience here is super relaxing, and if you don't go in early, you might have to join a queue to get in. So now I'm in one of my absolute favorite parts of South Goa, Binolim Beach, and I'm taking you to a spot that perfectly captures the Goan chill we all dream about, in the southern deck. Honestly, whenever I go to the southern deck, it feels like I'm walking into some big celebration, then a restaurant with lots of people jiving to music, and the unmissable electrifying vibe, the excitement that gets almost contagious. Right outside lies the silent shores of Binolim Beach. The contrast of the lively place against the quiet sea adds that surreal appeal that I so love. We are here for our dinner, and we started with a plate of crispy chicken preparation. The sizes were massive, and the quantity was what an Indian mom would happily plonk onto your plate. And while you're at it, the cocktails here deserve their own spotlight. So much so that sticking to just one drink for the night might feel like FOMO. Next in line was a comforting round of spicy pork dumplings that went poof in like minutes. And then it was time for some stuffed crabs. This dish served in crab shells was like a mushy, soft and creamy paste that went like the best tasting topping on the breads ever. And just like that, arrived with the sweet ending to our revelry in the form of coconut pudding. So we are back in the energy of Margao today, South Goa's busiest part. You can feel the pace change here. It's less beach life, more everyday hustle, and nestled right here sits Ritz Classic. To wash off the heat and hustle from Margao's traffic, we start with prawns rava fry and some light spirits. The tistio sukhem, which is sauteed clams in spices, make for the perfect chakna. Now coming to the main event, the Goan fish thali, rice in the middle, gravy is orbiting it, and a fried kingfish that looks like it means business. The caramel custard at the end won us over in just one spoon. How unpredictable. So if you're ever in Margao and are craving for a delicious dose of Goan flavor, just head to Ritz Classic, the other option you have besides spicy Goa. So let's wind up the vlog with a coffee place recommendation that really floored me on the very first visit. The place is Nanbai in Margao, and they have some tasty croissants, both savory and sweet, to pair up with your cappuccino. So hit it up when you're in the south and need to get your coffee fix. Here's hoping this video comes in handy on your next Goa trip. And if you liked the vlog, please do not forget to leave your comments, your likes. And if you think my content is right up your alley, do subscribe. And I'll see you around in the next vlog. Bye.